Bisping versus Akiyama. Hardy versus Condit. UFC 120, Saturday, October 16th. Check your local listings.
Dan Hardy, what a knockout! Carlos Condit has done it! Wow!
Dan Hardy will be taking on Carlos Condit, former WEC welterweight champion and one of the top dogs in the welterweight division.
I definitely think this could be a history-making fight. That's why I asked for it.
That was a stupid thing to do. He's asked for this fight, and I take that as a personal insult. I could close my eyes and throw a punch in any direction, I'd still hit him in the face.
Oh, nice elbow! Big time!
I've been fighting for about 8 years now. This is my opportunity to really get to the top.
He's going to step in there thinking that, you know, this is another step in his career, and it might be the last one. This is the top of the ladder. This is as far as he goes. It's time to reconsider and send some job applications out for something else.
Dan Hardy is one of the brashest, cockiest, and most charismatic guys in the welterweight division. And he has also shown to be one of the most effective.
Aye, aye!
The Rory Markham knockout was gigantic for him. The Marcus Davis fight solidified his title contention position.
Oh, Davis is down! Hardy looking to finish. St. Pierre, Hardy for the title. Here we go!
The George St. Pierre fight taught him that he needed to work very hard on his wrestling to compete with the high-level guys in the division. What Dan Hardy showed in that fight is great resiliency and incredible toughness.
Oh, it's bad. Dan's got a tap. He's got a tap. Dan Hardy's one tough grip. Oh, he got it. Incredible.
He fought one of the very best fighters in the world for 5 rounds and barely had a scratch on him. He's shown that he is a very, very tough guy at 170. He had some holes in his game that he needs to fill up, but he's been working very, very hard on that.
The GSP fight was a good test for me. It was what I've been looking for. It's the kind of fight that's going to push my game forward. There were a lot of things that I knew I needed to work on. I knew that my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu needed to be brought up to the same standard as my striking. And I've been in the gym since the fight, working on those things, and I'm ready to surprise some people.
I'm British, I can take a shot, you know what I mean?
People don't walk through me. I don't go away easily. You know, that fight starts, and he's going to realise that. He always looks like he's just swallowed a wasp. He's got that kind of angry look on his face, like the world hates him and he hates the world. I think he's written a cheque with his mouth that his ass can't cash, and I'm the one that's going to educate him about that.
Every time I step in the octagon, I put on the kind of fights that fans want to see.
Nice elbow by Condit, and now he's back with knees. Unbelievable!
I think that I put different aspects of MMA together seamlessly. I think that my striking flows well to my takedowns. I really feel like I'm one of the best fighters in the world. My fortitude and my tenacity, my will to win is, second to none.
Condit is in huge trouble here, Joe.
That right hand is ridiculous. I don't know how Condit came back from that.
Carlos Condit is coming off of a victory over rising star Rory McDonald in his previous fight. A great fight for him because Rory McDonald is highly touted, and Carlos was able to stop Rory in the final round.
Fight against Rory, pretty happy with my performance. I think I kind of got started slow in that fight.
And they're teeing off early, Joe. Nice counter by Rory McDonald.
Just because you get behind or things aren't exactly going your way doesn't mean that it's over. You could always turn it around. And until that last bell rings, I'm coming for you.
This is Carlos's opportunity. He's got to really turn it on here. 15 seconds. That's it. It is all over with 10 seconds left in the fight.
WEC was a great organization to fight for. I fought a lot of quality opponents.
Carlos Condit has defended the title.
I'm going in there, and I'm sure a lot of people think that Dan Hardy's going to beat my ass, but I love being the underdog. I'm just going to push the pace. I am very confident in my athletic ability and my endurance. I think that's one advantage I have over a lot of guys is I can just keep going. There's something different about me. It's not just about strength, speed, and skill. I have something that other people don't have. Me and Dan are going to go eyeball to eyeball and see who blinks first.
Landing clean punches on somebody's face, there's no other feeling like it. Especially when you land that one punch and you look down and they're asleep on the floor. That's a great feeling.
He's hurt. He's hurt. Hardy's got a smile on his face.
It's been a long time since my last fight, and it's just good to be back. It's good to be back in training camp, back in the gym, surrounded by my training partners, my teammates, just preparing, just doing what I love to do. This is my job and my passion, and I feel like I'm back where I belong.
This has probably been the best training camp of my career so far. Being here in Albuquerque back home has been, I think, really what I needed in my career.
I think Condit's a great fight because he's just going to come and put on a show. His main focus is to get the fight finished, which is what I like.
Dan Hardy is a fighter. He throws down, he's fearless. He's exactly the kind of guy I want to fight.
I don't see anything in his game that concerns me. He's not going to hurt me with his striking, if he even lands a punch.
What really matters is fight night. Who's the better fighter? All the bullshit and all the talking outside the cage, that's neither here nor there when it comes to fight night.
Fighting in front of the crowd at the O2 Arena is going to be amazing. The atmosphere is always great. The UK fans just love a good fight.
I love stepping into the enemy's backyard. I'm representing my hometown. I'm representing the United States.
I've only fought at the O2 Arena once, and that was only 69 seconds. So I'm hoping he can take a few punches in the first round because I don't want to be out of there too quick. I want to enjoy the environment and the atmosphere first.
This is the kind of fight that UFC fans want to see. This is why people like mixed martial arts and matchups like this.
Dan Hardy, of course, would like nothing better than to get back on track for another shot at the title. A victory over Carlos Condit will move him in that direction.
This is the first step on the path back to the title. And that first step's always an important one. Losing to Carlos Condit just doesn't come into the equation. He's just the first step. I'm going to smash him up, walk through him, ready for the next guy.
What Carlos Condit would love to do is get a victory over Dan Hardy and get him back some of the respect that he felt that he deserved when he came over as the WEC welterweight champion.
He has all the pressure on him. He's got to shine in front of his hometown crowd.
It's going to look like me working out in a bag. It's going to be me just landing whatever punches I want from any angles, at any position, at any point.
I'm looking to leave a legacy in the sport. I want to be known for a long time as the guy who stepped in against the toughest guys in the world and put on, some of the most spectacular shows.
He's not done anything that's been spectacular. Not only is this the biggest mistake that Carlos Condit's going to be making, but it's going to be his last mistake in his career. He's going to be surprised because I'm going to hit him with one clean punch as soon as the fight starts, and he's going to be surprised he's still standing. I'm going to hit him with a second punch, and he's going to be surprised his mouthpiece is still in. And from there, it's just downhill.
Don't take anything for granted when you're fighting me. If you assume that you have an edge here or you're going to dominate me there, you better think again, man. I'm coming to your backyard. I'm going to f*** you up.
Welcome to England, Carlos. Come over, I'm going to knock you out, stamp your passport, and send you back home.